What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new series that we'll be starting today called Deadman's Workshop, where I'll be doing some customizing, some fix-ups and stuff like that, just trying to get better at working with figures, figuring out stuff about them. Yeah, for this debut episode it's going to be quite a simple one. It's not really anything technical or anything like that, but today I'm going to be trying to solve Vietnamese Leg Syndrome. Vietnamese Leg Syndrome is what I'm going to call it. You might be familiar with obviously most figures by Mattel for the last 10 plus years have been made in China. Recently they made the switch to, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on here. Yeah, made in Vietnam, which has seen a massive decrease in QC, quality control. Is got really bad, really, to be honest. You know, parts having bigger issues. We've seen even mass-produced, like, wrong parts being put on figures, much like we've seen with Jazzwares figures. But the Monday Night Wars Razor Ramon figure, all of them have a Cody Rhodes torso on it, which is really weird. Don't know how that works. But one of the biggest issues with these figures, which just seems to be every single figure you get, is the legs. Now, this JD McDonough, which I got yesterday, which was in my video yesterday, if you're interested in it, go check out my review. His left leg was working fine, but his right leg would go up to there and then it'd drop, like you might have seen with a lot of figures. But I managed to fix this. I also managed to fix the Punk because his left leg was sticking. Is sticking still a little bit. You see, it sort of drops off a little tiny bit, so it doesn't lock fully in place, but that can just be the actual leg part more than anything. So yeah, I did manage to fix that. As you can see, Logan Paul is over there doing a bit of a handstand slash splits, because the way I'm going to fix this is I'm just going to pop the legs off. That's where they go in. These are the ball joints. Now you might have seen some people like dremeled these down to make them smaller. All I did to fix those was just heat them up, pop them back on, and you have to try and make sure you pop them back on well, you know, because my theory with it is just in the factory they don't put them on properly, because it tends to be one leg is fine, one leg will fully extend like that, the other leg will go and drop. But I think that went well. This one went well. Popped off nice and easy because I heated it up for about 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Legs are probably the hardest thing to get off. You know, arms are really easy, heads are obviously interchangeable now. Other than torsos, which you need to like crack to get open, the legs are probably the hardest part to get off. I suppose the ankles can be tough too. But you see, like, the knee joint is split in there where it would come apart. But yeah, just taking it off at the thigh, up at the ball joint, is the best course of action. It is really warm for a while, because it's obviously been heated so much, so it's not the easiest thing to show on camera, because then I'll just be waiting like 5 minutes for it to cool down. These I did last night, the JD and the Punk, so I know these are fine, because I came back, I filmed this video yesterday and it took ages because I didn't explain anything. Well, I didn't put anything on the heater, which I'm using here to heat it up. You can use like a blow dryer, hair dryer, or hot water if you want. I didn't have that going in the background while I was explaining what I was doing, so it took ages. But yeah, I did the JD at first because I just got this figure and I thought this is going to be really good for articulation, and then the leg was not working properly. This is the leg I fixed. As you can hear, it's a bit of a click, but I much prefer that to a figure which cannot get that range of articulation. You know, I don't know why I've got them posed like that. I just like them. But yeah, so yeah, here's the Punk one. The Punk one, I fixed the left one on. You can see it's sort of off the ball joint a little bit more, like it doesn't look quite as tight, which is probably what it is, more than anything. So yeah, I came back tonight because this isn't in my house, it's in like a summer house shed in my back garden, a man cave, you call it. So it gets very cold out here, so the joints tighten up loads, like more than you would in a normal setup. So I know that these are fine because they do not drop back off. So this is a definite, it definitely works. The Logan Paul didn't work. It did drop back off, which I think was just me putting it on wrong, because I got the leg joint off, and then it took a while, and I let it cool down too much, and then I couldn't get it back on. So I sort of had to sort of force it in a bit more than it just popping back on. So that was what the issue was was, I think. But it looks all good now. His range of movement, you can see, is all there. And it's looking good, as you can see. That's the left leg that wasn't working. Full range of motion, no pop back there, as you can see. Show you one more time. Yeah, no pop back. I thought there was for a little minute. Again, no pop back there. So that is all good. This is a thing you need to do on a lot of figures, unfortunately. Just seeing if I've got any here that on hand that show it. Yeah, this Finn Balor as well. This shows it properly. This Finn Balor needs done. Has a bit of pop back on it. You can see, which is really annoying. And you can't even tell by the joints. I don't know how permanent this is. It's just hard because with the legs that are sort of stuck like that, then getting them back to there to in sometimes is hard, because you have to like push them up as well. I'm hoping Ultimate Editions aren't like this. I'm pretty sure this Survivor Series Sami Zayn also has the Vietnamese Leg Syndrome. This right leg is fine. This left leg, it pops down a little bit, as you can see. Yeah, that's the height difference. You can see a visible height difference there. But I will do these gradually. Throughout the Deadmans. I don't know, that looked all right there. My main tip is just be careful with them. You do not want to force it at all. If you feel any sort of resistance, stop. Absolutely stop. Because you will risk just ripping the figure off the joint, and that is the worst thing that you can do, because it will not recover from that. So yeah, you just want to make sure you get it in like a good spot, because as you can see, you can see more of the joint on this side. I don't know if I've just not put it on as well on this side, or this was the damaged leg. I think the JD was the right leg, but these two were both the left legs that were a bit dodgy, and it seems to be the Balor that's the left leg. So I don't know if it's just something they're doing, because it seems to be the majority, and the Sami was the left leg. You know, the majority of them are the left leg. So I don't know if that's a problem, or is a problem on their end. I don't know if specifically the left leg is an issue. I know this Elite 110 Pete Dunne I got had more of a right leg issue. I don't know if it still does. It seems to be all right there. The left leg was absolutely fine out of the package. I think I did have to heat up this right leg, and it does have a more visible thigh cut than you'd like. But yeah, that is all for the first episode of Deadman's Workshop. So I hope you've enjoyed. It's also day 22 of my daily December uploads. So yeah, if you are interested in seeing any of the first 3 weeks uploads, please do go and take a look. I am planning on making it a playlist on the channel that you can go and watch through if you'd like, or just have a quick scroll through and see which videos tickle your fancy. I'm gonna do that soon. So yeah, we only have what, 9 days left from the 23rd to the 31st. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be up filming quite a few in advance now, getting into like Christmas while I'm off, so I may as well. So yeah, if you have any video suggestions, please do let me know, and I will get them done in the next few days. I plan on doing a WWE Christmas list video, maybe tomorrow, the day after, and then I have 2 John Cena fantasy bookings that I want to do, but they could be in the beginning of January, just before first episode of Raw. We've got a lot that we can cover: Deadman's deliveries, Christmas unboxings, stuff like that. No pay-per-view predictions, because we don't have that till the Royal Rumble, but Let's Talk Wrestling is a big option, obviously. Any topics in wrestling you want me to cover, I will. I covered Logan Paul the other day. I actually reviewed this figure and did a bit of a Let's Talk Wrestling episode on Logan Paul. Just checking that for the last time. Look at that range of movement. That is nice, isn't it? No pop back there. Awesome. This seems to be fixed, but I will leave it overnight and see how it's like when the joints tighten up. But I'm all good with that. So yeah, if you have enjoyed, please do like the video. And if you would like to help me get to the subscriber goal that I set before this challenge, well, a while before this Daily December challenge of 300 subscribers, please do consider hitting that button and press the notification bell along with it if you'd like to know about all my other future uploads for the next 9 days at least. Past that, I don't know, a little bit less consistent maybe, but trying to stay more consistent going into the new year. That'll be a New Year's resolution, of mine. And yeah, that's all from me today, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.